The Snow Queen. Long ago, there lived a strange, ugly goblin. Some say he was a demon who loved to play cruel tricks on the world. One day, he created a very special mirror, but this mirror did not show the truth. Instead, it twisted everything beautiful into something ugly. Kind people looked mean, lovely things looked disgusting, and anything good became small and worthless. The goblin and his students laughed at this wicked mirror and carried it everywhere, enjoying how it made the world look terrible. They became so proud of their creation that they decided to take the mirror up into the sky, hoping to mock the angels and even God himself. But the higher they flew, the more the mirror shook and trembled. Suddenly, the mirror slipped from their hands and shattered into millions of tiny, icy pieces. The pieces scattered across the world like sharp snow. Some pieces were as small as grains of sand, and if they flew into someone's eye, that person would only see the bad side of life. Nothing beautiful remained. Some pieces were as large as a splinter, and if one entered someone's heart, that heart would turn into a cold, hard lump of ice. These pieces blew across the earth with the wind. Some became part of window panes in winter. Some turned into freezing crystals. In a small, quiet town, there lived two children named Gerda and Kay. They were not siblings, but they were as close as two friends could ever be, always together, always sharing stories, laughter, and secrets. Their houses stood side by side at the top floor of the building. Between their two attic windows, their grandmothers placed a wooden flower box filled with bright, blooming roses. Even when winter storms howled through the streets, the roses inside that box stayed warm and alive, a shining symbol of Gerda and Kay's friendship. One cold winter afternoon, snowflakes spun wildly outside their windows. Kay pressed his face close to the glass and laughed.
Look! The snow is falling like swarms of bees.
Gerda giggled and asked,
If they're bees, then where is their hive?
Kay leaned closer, squinting through the frosty window. And then something strange happened. A single snowflake drifted down slowly, then grew larger and larger until it formed the shape of a tall woman dressed in glittering white ice. She was beautiful, fierce, and cold, the Snow Queen, though Kay did not yet know who she was. When summer arrived, the roses bloomed brighter than ever. But far away, the wicked goblin's magic mirror had shattered, and its cursed pieces were blowing across the world like invisible dust. One day, as Kay looked at the sunshine through the window, two tiny shards struck him. A sharp splinter entered his eye, and another pierced straight into his heart. He cried out and clutched his chest, but after a moment, the pain changed into something cold and hard. From then on, Kay was no longer the same. He grew sharp-tongued, impatient, and unkind. He mocked the roses they once cared for, and even cut them with his knife. He became clever in a cruel, icy way, always arguing, always criticizing, always finding flaws. Gerda could only watch, confused and heartbroken, as her dearest friend slowly drifted away from her. Autumn passed, and winter returned with sharp winds and white streets. Kay had become colder than ever, quiet, distant, and easily angered. He still played outside with the other children, but Gerda could feel that part of him had frozen over, as if the warmth in his heart no longer reached her.
Catch me!
One freezing day, Kay brought his little sled to the town square. Children raced through the snow, their laughter echoing between the houses. Wanting to show off, Kay tied his sled to the back of a passing cart so he could glide quickly across the icy road. Gerda spotted him from the corner of the street.
Kay! Be careful! Ah! I'm not a baby, Gerda!
Snow whirled behind him as he sped away. Then, drifting silently through the square, came a large white sleigh shaped like a shimmering snowflake. Its horses were pale as the winter sky, and the driver was wrapped in a cloak of pure ice, tall, elegant, and impossibly still. Kay stared, mesmerized. The sleigh slowed beside him, and a voice cold but strangely gentle asked,
"Would you like to ride with me, boy?"
Kay recognized her immediately. She was the woman he had once seen forming from a snowflake, the Snow Queen. Instead of fear, excitement flashed through him. The icy shard in his heart shimmered as if awakening. "Yes," Kay said softly. Kay left his sled behind and stepped toward the glittering sleigh. With a quiet, eager breath, he climbed up gently and settled beside the Snow Queen on the frozen sea. The sleigh rose smoothly from the ground. The town sank away beneath them, chimneys, rooftops, and lamplight shrinking into the swirling winter dusk. Kay stared in awe.
This is amazing!
The Snow Queen reached out and touched her fingertip to his forehead. A deep, numbing cold spread through him, not painful, but powerful. The wind no longer stung. Fear no longer existed. Memories of warm rooms, blooming roses, and Gerda's gentle smile faded beneath a thin sheet of frost.
"You are coming with me,"
she said. Her voice echoed like wind through frozen branches. The sleigh swept higher, vanishing into the heart of the winter storm. That night, snow fell endlessly over the town. Gerda waited at the window, holding one of their roses, the symbol of their friendship. But Kay never came home. By morning, the townspeople searched the streets, the riverbanks, and the snowy fields, yet no trace of him was found. Gerda stood quietly in the doorway, trembling.
"He wouldn't leave me."
When Kay had been gone for many days, the adults in town slowly reached a heartbreaking conclusion.
We have to accept it now.
Kay must have fallen into the river and drowned. But Gerda refused to believe it. No matter what anyone said, something deep within her insisted that Kay was still alive. One cold morning, she walked alone to the riverbank. The dark winter water flowed steadily beneath a pale sky, its surface shifting with quiet, icy ripples. Gerda leaned forward, her voice barely above a whisper.
"Please, tell me, did Kay fall into you? Do you know where he is?"
The river made no answer. Only small waves touched the shore before fading into silence. Thinking the river might speak if she offered something truly precious, Gerda lifted the red rose, the thing she treasured most, and gently placed it onto the surface of the water as a gift. For a brief moment, the rose drifted softly along the current, its vivid red standing out against the cold, dark water. Then, slowly, it turned back and floated upstream, returning to the very place where Gerda stood. Gerda fell silent, understanding at once. This was the river's message. Kay was not here. This was not the right path. She bent down, gently picked up the red rose and held it close against her heart. A quiet strength rose within her, small, yet radiant, like the warm glow of a single candle in the darkness. Her search for Kay was only beginning. No matter how far she had to travel or what dangers lay ahead, Gerda knew one truth. She would not stop until she found him. Gerda followed the riverbank until she found a small wooden boat tied to a post. When she stepped into it to rest, the rope loosened by accident and the boat drifted gently away. The river carried her quietly between tall reeds, under bridges, and past silent fields. After a long journey, the boat reached a little house covered from roof to ground in green vines and bright flowers. An old woman stood waiting by the shore. Her smile was warm and her eyes were soft and kind. She helped Gerda out of the boat and brought her inside. The old woman was a harmless witch, not evil, but lonely. When she heard Gerda speak of searching for a boy named Kay, she felt afraid that the child would leave her too soon. So she took a small magical comb and gently brushed Gerda's hair. A soft spell flowed through the touch, and slowly, Gerda forgot about Kay just for a while. To make sure no memory returned, the old woman removed every rose from her beautiful garden, because she knew the rose was the symbol of Gerda and Kay's friendship. The garden itself was magical. Though outside the world was deep in winter, inside this place lived all 4 seasons, yet always in their most beautiful spring form. Gerda spent her days playing among the flowers. She enjoyed their colors, their stories, and their gentle voices as they each told tiny tales. A red flower whispered the tale of a brave soldier who died far from home. 2 white flowers spoke of 2 sisters picking blossoms in a green valley. A small blue blossom shared the simple story of a baby rocking in a cradle. But none of the stories were about Kay, because Gerda no longer remembered to ask. One afternoon, as Gerda wandered through the garden, she noticed something on the old woman's hat, a rose, painted in bright red. The sight struck her like a spark. Her memories rushed back all at once. Kay, the roses, the garden between their houses, his sudden disappearance. Gerda has remembered everything. The flowers around her grew quiet, as if embarrassed they had not helped her sooner. Finally, the hidden roses deep in the earth whispered softly,
Kay is not buried. Kay is not dead.
Gerda turned and ran toward the gate, but the old woman appeared in the doorway, lifting her hand gently.
Child, wait! The world outside is cold and dangerous. Stay here. It is always spring.
Gerda shook her head.
I can't. Someone out there needs me.
Gerda's heart was already awake and stronger than any spell. As she rode away, leaving the enchanted garden behind, she finally looked around. Her autumn winds swept across the fields. Leaves lay scattered along the path. She had been kept in the enchanted garden for far longer than she ever realized. Her journey to find Kay had to begin again, and this time nothing would stop her.